does.
I
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
if I'm in the, if I have a product, something like I have a product, but it's like I have a product.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. You've
Like
got the intellectual property.
exactly, but it's interesting to see how the other kind of business moving around because I have to be similar with people who have their own product.
Sure, sure.
That's why that. Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of an experience like this, because we're going to get people in all different walks of life that have all different business experience. We're kind of all coming together to different stages of our business careers, different stages of learning, different stages of product development or business development and that type of thing. And we sometimes get people here who want to start a business, have absolutely no idea what they want to do. Those are our whiteboard customers. We get those. We get folks like you who've been in the business for 20, 30 years and they're just looking to kind of get some refreshers and just do things a little bit better. So that's cool. That's awesome. What we're going to do, we're going to do some mindset exercises here. We're going to talk a little bit about mindset because it's super, super important that you have the right mindset in business to be successful. And part of that is just making sure, have you guys ever had just a really crappy day? Just a really awful, horrible day where you wake up and you're late and you jump out of bed and you stub your toe on your nightstand and then you go and take your shower and the water's cold, or you go to you can't find your keys, and then you go to get to work and there a cop pulls you over for speeding, et cetera, et cetera. You ever had a day that kind of spun out like that? Okay, so these are mindset related, right? Like what happens is you get in a mindset and then it just sort of spirals out of control. Are you with me? So basically what happens is you have to control your mindset. Every single thought that comes into your head thoughts can actually be measured. They can be measured with a frequency. So you can actually figure out how many thoughts you have and every single frequency coming out of those thoughts. They're super, super powerful. So if you think about it that way, if your thoughts are negative towards your business or towards life in general, you could really spin out quickly. So if you've ever had one of those bad days and you want to turn it around, if you stop for a minute and you kind of center yourself and you say, okay, wait, this started out poorly, let's kind of redirect this. Let's reframe everything that's going on. You've heard about shifting your paradigms and that type of thing. One of those deals. If you change the way that you look at a situation, you can stop it from spinning out and you can change it and make it go for the positive. But if every single thought has a frequency, one of the things that you want to do is keep in mind that what you think about, you bring about. So what is in your head as a business owner or entrepreneur is what you're going to be putting out there to the universe. So in your situations, what kinds of thoughts could be tripping you up in business and keeping you from getting more successful? Christopher? Anything that goes on in your head that, what trips you up? What are the things that you think about, potentially negative things that you say to yourself in your head? Maybe conscious or unconscious, or subconscious. Like what?
For me, it's mostly attitude.
Okay.
Versus, some specific thought.
Okay, so if you have an attitude, maybe you're just having a bad day, or just a bad idea, or maybe something's negative as far as your thoughts about your own success. Pessimistic life. Okay, got it. Perfect. All right. Well, that's good. Anybody else share that? Having a pessimistic attitude at times? Okay. Happens. What else? What other kinds of thoughts? What do you say to yourself sometimes when you're not thinking about it that could potentially trip you up, stop you from being a successful, monumental success that you want to be?
I guess it's not what you say to yourself, it's what you allow others to say and take it on yourself.
Sure. Sure. Okay, like what? Like what types of things? Just share with us some of the thoughts that, even if it's not just you, thoughts that you know could potentially trip up a business.
I guess you can, for example, the other day I'm working on the project.
Right.
And my aunt said to me, "Are you still working on that?"
Oh.
She doesn't even know where I've gotten with it, but she's like, "Are you still
Diaphragm,
working
yeah.
on that?" Like I should have been done already. But she doesn't know what the process is. And I'm like, it could be something you take on, but
Sure.
I didn't because I'm like, okay, whatever. But
Right.
you
But
could
you know
have
what?
stuff like that. Like seriously, when do you think it should have been done?
Other people do have a huge effect on your mindset. Do you agree? Yeah. I mean, anything from telling you that you don't deserve it, or even and yourself as well, telling yourself you don't deserve it, somebody else telling you that it's never going to happen, your idea is crazy, you're nuts, that success doesn't happen to the little guy, anything like that. Would you guys agree that that could potentially be a problem? Yeah?
Sometimes, for example, I know people who are in the middle of negotiation, in the middle of a project, doing something that I know is right, I know it's going to be very positive for the company in terms of money,
Right.
but sometimes, I don't want to say the manager, or the owner of the company, but some people at the second step, like a vice president, stuff like that, because they feel like, oh, why the guy proposed this when I had to make the proposal, not this guy because he's the consultant, stuff like that. I say, excuse me, if something is wrong, it's my fault, the consultant.
Right.
If something is very good and succeed, it's the vice president,
Right.
I feel frustrated because they are much incompetent. They really, even I don't understand why they're still there doing HR.
You're fully responsible or fully accountable, but not necessarily fully responsible. You're not
Exactly.
given the empowerment to be able to get things done, and given the respect to be able to earn the rest of the respect of the team. We'll talk about that too, because that is important in building a team and making sure that the culture is actually friendly towards success. I know that I have a little theory in life about the people that come around you, and I'm actually glad that you brought that up, because that is something that I think you have to get the negative people out of your life. You have to be able to just cut them out, because they're going to stop you from being successful. And the way that I remember this, if you ever watch like the crab fisherman shows or the salmon fisherman shows or anything like that on Discovery, you guys ever watch these? Okay, so they have crab fishermen, and crab fishermen will catch like tons of crabs, and they'll put them in a big vat, right? But they never need a lid on that vat. Do you know why those crabs never escape? Ever thought about it? Maxim? Okay, I kind of heard you saying it. What?
The crabs they don't let each other.
They don't let each other succeed. And that's what the negative people will do for you. What they'll do is, as you try to escape outside of that crab, you have a vision, you want to get out, you see the light, but as you start crawling out of that vat, the other crabs will pull you down by your little crab legs. So you gotta cut the negative people out. These sucky Sallys in your life, the ones that come up and tell you all about their horrible day and the corns on their toes and their sciatica and all these problems that they can have, you gotta not take that emotionally and try to cut the negative people out, because they will continue to suck your soul. They suck the life out of the room. The lights dim when they walk in. You know these people, right? Anybody live with one?
Used to.
Yeah, you still used to, right? Right. If you make a change, one of the things Bill says sometimes to the folks that are in the room, he'll say, you need to cut them out of your phone even. Go through your contact list, and if you know somebody that's a sucky Sally, somebody that's one of those crabs, that's a negative person, go through and you kind of remove them from your contact list. Like maybe you leave an outgoing message on your voicemail. I'm making big, huge, enormous changes in my life. If I don't call you back, you're one of them. And those are the kinds of things that you got to do to get these people out of your life. They're bad, and like attracts like. So what happens is you surround yourself with people that you want to be. You surround yourself with the attitude that you want to present to the world. If you're around negative, it's going to end up being negative. You have to surround yourself with positive. You guys agree? Okay. 1% of the population earns 96% of the income out there. How many of you guys want a bigger slice of that pie? Yeah? Good? Okay. So what you need to do is change your thoughts, your frequencies, and as far as entrepreneurs, make sure that your thoughts are always positive going on in your head. If you could sit and measure a thought, you want to make sure anybody that measures the thoughts that you have, that what they're seeing is positive. Believe in yourself, believe in your goals, believe in your dreams. We'll go through a couple of exercises here too. 9 out of 10 small businesses fail in the first year. You guys have heard that, right? Okay. 9 out of 10 franchises succeed. Why is that? Systems. That's exactly right. Their systems are proven. They're following systems that are actually proven systems. In our Rainmaker seminar, we give you those proven systems. This is 20 years of business experience that have worked from anybody from a small, medium business all the way up to like Mandalay Bay and some of the big power hitters that are out there. So these are systems that work, and we'll give those to you. That's part of the program. As far as making things happen, I got a little story for you here. Back in and I swear this is true too, in the 80s, there was a freighter that was in the middle of the sea, and it was carrying cargo, and it was going between Japan and the United States, okay? A big, huge freighter, and a little bit of the cargo dropped off the back of this freighter. The cargo that dropped off was a big pallet full of little yellow rubber duckies, okay? And the little yellow rubber duckies, they all kind of hit the ocean, and they're sitting there floating around. Well, where they happened to fall out of that freighter was in the middle of a big vortex. This is you can go and Google this if you want, but this big vortex, these duckies would just spin around in this vortex. 20, 30 years, they're still spinning around in this vortex. And every now and then, one of those little ducks will wash up on shore. So my question to you is, if a little rubber ducky, after 20 or 30 years, can get out of its little prison, it doesn't have a brain, doesn't have any kind of sonar system, there's nothing goal directing it. If you guys have a brain and you guys can actually make your thoughts positive and you guys can actually bring yourself some success and actually drive yourself towards your goals, there's absolutely no reason if a little duck can do it after 20 or 30 years and still find its way to the shore and find its goal, that you guys can't. So give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are winners. I want you guys to say, I am a winner. Because you are. You are absolutely a winner. You got it. I'm going to do something here. We're going to play a little video. It's the Genie video, Anne-Marie. And I want to show you how to get what it is you're looking for in business. This is kind of a soft and fluffy thing, but it's fun. I like it. So you guys up for a fun little video? It's like 90 seconds. Nope, it's the Genie.
Hi, this is
Nope. We'll find it. Hold on. We got it.
Bill.
Top left corner. Go to the top left corner and you'll be able to, there you go. You can do it that way too. Bottom one. There you go. And down at the bottom. The bottom. There you go. All right, we're going to see how it is that you guys can get what you're looking for. This is kind of cool. It's kind of like asking Santa Claus for all the gifts that you want when you're a kid. Sit on his lap. And
Let's use this metaphor. If you think about Aladdin and his lamp, you've probably heard of that. I mean, Aladdin picks up the lamp, he dusts it off, and out pops the genie.